Watch, Eala gives a crash course in Filipino at Indian Wells. Manila, Filipino tennis sensation Eala is turning heads both on and off the court at Indian Wells, as she gave fans a crash course on the Filipino language. In a short clip posted by the official tennis channel on X, formerly Twitter, Eala shared a few Filipino phrases, such as mahal kita and mabuhay, to commentators and a global audience. Eala also shared a few phrases she says to herself during matches, including, "Ay nako, my gosh, laban, fight, isa pa, one more," and "Kaya to, I can do this." "I have a lot of phrases that I tell myself," Eala said. "There's a lot of things you can say." The quick language lesson appeared to have resonated deeply with fans and sparked enthusiastic reactions from Filipinos, who continue to hail Eala for representing the nation on the international tennis stage. Eala, 20, advanced to the round of 16 at Indian Wells after her third-round opponent, American star Coco Gauff, retired with an arm injury. The desert sun at Indian Wells Tennis Garden had begun to soften as the crowd drifted between matches during the annual spectacle of the Indian Wells Open. The air buzzed with the familiar sounds of tennis, shoes squeaking across hard courts, rackets striking balls with surgical precision, and commentators narrating every rally with excitement. But on this particular afternoon, the crowd was about to witness something different. Not a fierce rally. Not a dramatic tiebreak. Instead, a language lesson. And the teacher? A rising star of tennis, Eala. A moment beyond tennis. Fans often come to Indian Wells expecting world-class tennis from the biggest names in the sport. They look forward to seeing athletes push the limits of endurance, strategy, and power. Yet sometimes, the most memorable moments are not about forehands or backhands. Sometimes they are about personality. As cameras rolled for a casual social media segment, Eala stepped in front of the microphone with a playful smile. Known for her composure on court and her relentless baseline game, she now had a new mission: teach a few Filipino words to the global tennis audience. "Okay," she began with a laugh. "Let's learn some Filipino." The crowd leaned closer. The young ambassador. At just a young age, Eala has already become one of the most recognizable figures in Philippine tennis. Growing up in Manila, she carried a dream shared by many young athletes in Southeast Asia: to break through the global tennis scene. Training in international academies and competing across continents, Eala represents more than just athletic excellence. She represents cultural pride. So when the opportunity came to showcase a bit of Filipino language and culture at one of tennis' most prestigious tournaments, she embraced it wholeheartedly. "First word," she said, looking at the host beside her. "Salamat." She explained with enthusiasm. "It means thank you." The host repeated the word carefully. "Salamat?" Eala laughed. "Close enough." The crowd joins in. Soon the mini-lesson turned into a lively exchange. With every new phrase, Alex demonstrated the pronunciation, then encouraged the host and the viewers to repeat after her. The next word, "Kamusta?" "That means how are you?" she explained. It was simple, warm, and inviting, just like the Filipino culture she was representing. People nearby began repeating the words as well. A small circle of fans had gathered, amused and curious. Some filmed the moment on their phones, while others tried their best to mimic the sounds of the language. "Kamu este?" someone asked. "Kamusta?" Eala corrected gently. Everyone laughed. Language as connection. Sports often bring together people from different nations, but language adds another layer of connection. In a tournament as international as the Indian Wells Open, dozens of languages can be heard across the grounds. English dominates press conferences, but in the locker rooms and practice courts you might hear Spanish, French, Italian, or Japanese. Now, Filipino joined the chorus. Through a few playful words, Eala reminded fans that athletes are also cultural ambassadors. They carry their countries with them wherever they compete. Each match becomes more than a competition. It becomes a small window into another part of the world. Mabuhay. For her final lesson, Eala chose a word that perfectly captured the spirit of celebration. Mabuhay. She explained its meaning carefully. It's like saying welcome or long live. It's a word we use to celebrate. The host repeated it with dramatic enthusiasm. Mabuhay! Fans clapped. For a brief moment, the California desert echoed with a greeting from the Philippines. The rise of Alex Eala. While the language lesson brought smiles, it also highlighted the growing influence of Alex Eala in global tennis. Her journey has been remarkable. From junior tournaments to international stages, she has steadily built a reputation as one of Asia's most promising tennis talents. Her powerful ground strokes, mental resilience, and tactical awareness have helped her compete against some of the sport's toughest opponents. Yet despite the intense competition, she remains approachable and cheerful off the court. Moments like this Filipino lesson show the human side of professional athletes, the side fans rarely see during intense matches. A cultural spotlight. For Filipino fans watching around the world, the clip quickly became a point of pride. Social media buzzed with excitement. Many viewers expressed joy at hearing their language featured at such a major international event. Some joked about the pronunciation attempts. Others thanked Eala for representing the Philippines so positively. In global sports, representation matters. Seeing someone from your country succeed on a world stage creates a powerful sense of connection. And when that athlete proudly shares their culture, it resonates even more. Tennis meets personality. Modern sports audiences love authenticity. Fans no longer connect only through competition, they connect through personality, humor, and cultural exchange. Athletes who show who they are beyond the game often become fan favorites. Alex Eala's Filipino lesson was a perfect example. It wasn't scripted drama or intense competition. It was simply a young athlete sharing a piece of home. A break between battles. Indian Wells can be exhausting for players. The tournament stretches over many days, with intense matches played under the desert heat. Athletes train, recover, analyze opponents, and repeat the cycle again and again. Moments of light-hearted fun offer a welcome break. For Alex Eala, teaching Filipino phrases was a chance to relax and connect with fans before returning to the serious business of tennis. And sometimes, those small moments become the ones people remember most. Global game, local roots. Tennis is truly a global sport. Players travel across continents every year, competing in cities thousands of miles from home. But even while traveling the world, athletes hold onto their roots. Eala's mini-language class was a reminder that culture travels with the player. Whether it's through language, food, music, or tradition, every athlete carries their identity onto the court. And in sharing it, they enrich the entire sporting community. The power of a simple word. By the end of the segment, viewers had learned a handful of Filipino words. Salamat, thank you.